We'll see his work in the parade Thursday on NBC. That's nightly news for this Tuesday. Thank you for watching, everyone. I'm Lester Holt. Please take care of yourself and each other. Good night.
We are live. And it was magical. Yes!
No swearing, but holy...
Sue right, Jake middle, me on the left.
Yeah, I knew I'd win.
Are you saying
What's
something?
really happening over there?
I think you're on mute.
There's no substitute for real gaming fun. Go where fun lives. Old Chung Gaming Wittenberg.
When you need help feeding your family, call the Family Food Helpline.
Straight ahead, outdoor recreation is gearing up in Wisconsin. We'll have a look at how local businesses are preparing for the winter weather. Plus, the opening weekend to deer season had a dangerous start. We'll explain how to stay safe while hunting. And respiratory illnesses are ramping up in the U.S. We'll have the details as your local news starts right now.
News Watch 12 with Jessica Jukic and Jeff Weller.
Good evening and welcome to News Watch 12 at 6. I'm Jessica Jukic. A report by Headwaters Economics shows that outdoor recreation is a top driver of Wisconsin's economy year-round, contributing to $7.8 billion to the state's GDP. The snowmobiling season is right around the corner, which is sure to contribute to those numbers. Come December, when the trails open, everyone in the Northwoods, from business owners to residents, will feel the impact of a sport invented in Wisconsin. In fact, many businesses are already feeling that impact.
Oh, it starts usually about the beginning of November, depending on the customer. But as soon as the snow flies, people are just getting excited. This is the time of year where everybody wants to ride.
Even though many riders are already getting some new clothing, sleds, and accessories, it's still going to be a while until the trails are actually rideable.
We can't start grooming until we get good snow, so it's all snow related. But my guess is that we will be out somewhere between the 15th of December and before Christmas.
The clubs hope that when the season does come, riders will remember to be safe and never go off the designated trails. Once again, most of the trails in much of the Northwoods are not expected to open until the middle of December. Well, it's a nice travel day for this holiday week. Jeff, what can travelers expect?
Well, we started melting some snow today with high temperatures above freezing. Tomorrow, though, we're going for 40. Looking outside now here in Park Falls, yeah, we're melting that snow. The roads that were slushy earlier are now refreezing with temperatures back below freezing. So there will be some slippery spots across our area tonight. But overall, above average temperatures or near average temperatures today. Now, though, we're back to 29 in Rhinelander, 31 for Wausau, 24 for Antigo. We'll have lows tonight pretty much in the upper teens to low 20s, so a bit warmer than it was last night. Okay, so there were a couple flurries across Vilas, Oneida counties this morning. That is now long gone. For us, though, we are in a clearing out trend now, and there's nothing to the west of us. We are clear sailing into the Thanksgiving holiday. The chance for snow that was in the forecast for Thanksgiving Day, the light snow, is now out of the forecast for us right now. So our forecast then tonight, though, is partly cloudy skies and not as cold, with low temperatures down near 19. Your full forecast is coming up. Jessica.
Thank you, Jeff. Multiple fire departments responded to a structure fire early this morning in the McNaughton area on Black Lake Road. The call came in around 5 in the morning to the Newbold Fire Department. Fire crews say when they arrived that the structure was fully engulfed in flames. Black Lake Road was closed to through traffic as crews battled those flames. When News Watch 12 arrived at the scene, there was a lot of smoke coming from the structure. The Newbold fire chief says all the extra efforts were needed to help put out the flames.
Engine and tanker from our northern station showed up first and attacked the fire with a couple of hand lines, and then mutual aid from Pine Lake and Lake Tom arrived shortly thereafter and helped with running hand lines and getting water with the tankers from the river and setting up a water hole to fill those tankers.
Fire crews add that they're still investigating the cause of the fire and haven't said if there were any injuries reported. The Wisconsin DNR has reported 6 firearm-related hunting incidents during opening weekend of gun deer season. On Sunday in Green Lake County, an 11-year-old was shot and killed while a hunter was trying to unload a firearm. On Saturday, a 24-year-old man was hunting in Oneida County and suffered a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the foot. The DNR says the man was repairing his rifle sling when his hand froze to the firearm. In Forest County on Sunday, a 33-year-old man suffered a self-inflicted gunshot wound to his finger. They say when he was manipulating a handgun, it discharged. The warden is reminding all hunters to stay safe using the acronym TAB-K. T, treat every firearm as if it's loaded. A, always point the muzzle in a safe direction. B, be certain of your target, what's before it and beyond it. And K, keep your finger outside your trigger guard until it's safe to shoot. The Wisconsin Department of Justice has settled a telemarketing lawsuit. Attorney General Josh Kaul announced the settlement with NCWC today. The Wisconsin DOJ sued NCWC Inc., resolving the state's claim against the company for violations of Wisconsin's telemarketing laws. The DOJ sued the company for marketing its extended vehicle service plan to Wisconsin vehicle owners. In 2017 to 2018, the company made thousands of marketing calls to Wisconsin numbers without being registered as a telephone solicitor, which is required by law. NCWC will pay more than $200,000 over the next 5 months. Wisconsin GOP leaders are pushing for long-term tax cuts for the wealthiest tax filers. Today, Assembly Speaker Robin Vos announced the GOP leaders want to use the state's projected $6.6 billion budget surplus to make, quote, transformational tax cuts. They're proposing tax laws changing, including eliminating a tax paid by businesses and low-income taxes for the most wealthy filers. Voss says they want to transform the tax code to make Wisconsin more attractive for young people. During the last legislative session, Evers vetoed a bill to eliminate the property tax, which is paid by businesses. The Biden administration is yet again extending the pause on federal student loan payments. The benefit began in March 2020 to help people who were struggling financially due to the pandemic. A source familiar with the plan said the Department of Education will announce it's extending the freeze for another 6 months, with the first payments due 2 months after June 30th. That's unless the U.S. Supreme Court's decision on the president's student loan relief program comes first. The Biden administration previously said the recent extension would be the last, and payments were scheduled to restart in January. But the administration has also intended its student loan forgiveness program to start canceling up to $20,000 in debt for low and middle income borrowers before January. The program has not yet been implemented as it still faces several legal challenges. It's a time to be with your family and friends and to celebrate your blessings. But with severe respiratory illnesses spreading in some parts of the country, you may also need to protect yourself and your loved ones this Thanksgiving. In today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither has more on how to reduce your risk of getting sick during the holidays.
Across the U.S., respiratory illnesses are still circulating at a high level.
We're being hit by, 3 different viruses.
RSV and flu spreading earlier than expected, and there's still COVID-19 to contend with. So as you gather this holiday, Dr. Maddie Sabani with the Ohio State University's Wexner Medical Center says you can protect yourself and your family.
Make sure you're up to date on your vaccines. So that would include influenza, and that would also include your COVID vaccines.
Testing for COVID before you gather with loved ones can also help protect those who are vulnerable to getting severely sick, particularly those who are immunocompromised, young children, and seniors. Mitigation measures like masking and hand washing can still help too.
If you are in an area that you can have, good ventilation, open the windows, things like that, that's always beneficial.
And if you're feeling sick after the holiday, Sabani says to alert those who you gathered with so that they can be aware.
Definitely during this cough and cold season, really staying vigilant about your own health and the health of others is going to be key.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Bells are ringing, and it's the season of giving. Coming up after the break, we'll tell you how the Salvation Army is preparing for the Christmas season. That's after Weather with Jeff right here on Newswatch 12.
Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Bone and Joint Walk-In Care. Black Friday deals all month long during our huge Thanksgiving sale at Slumberland Furniture. Incredible prices, plus get 30% off on top of that store-wide. And don't forget, mattress shopping is easy, fast, and comfortable at Slumberland Furniture.
I'm gonna get you! Stop chasing your sister!
Making things better is kind of your thing.
There you go, good.
But when Medicare has you stumped, it's hard to know how to make it better.
Maybe I can help.
Security Health Plan. Medicare coverage you want, value you need, service you love.
Chevy Silverado. It's got the power you want and the capability you need to do the job so you can get to the important work. Find new moments, find new roads. Get a $500 cash allowance on all 2022 Silverado pickups with a 2.7-liter turbo engine. Plus, current Chevy owners can get an additional $2,500 loyalty cash and unlock your code to claim $500 Chevy Cyber Cash.
Northland Basement Systems is the all things basementy company. Basement waterproofing, basement finishing, basement structural repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. When it comes to basement solutions, nobody does it better than we do. Since 1991, homeowners just like you in the Northland have trusted Northland Basement Systems for all things basementy in their homes. Call Northland Basement Systems today to schedule a free home evaluation.
Looking at mattresses?
Buying a mattress can be uncomfortable. That's why Slumberland has modernized the process. Right now, get 30% off select mattresses, like this Sealy Posturepedic mattress for $5.99. Slumberland, mattress shopping reinvented.
All right, many of us saw high temperatures rise above freezing today. That melted some snow. Whatever melted, though, is now refreezing, making for a few slippery spots outside here in Park Falls right now. So, traveling tonight, take her easy out there. Also, our snowpack is going to take a hit. Tomorrow, high temperatures near 40. Right now, our snowpack's at 5 inches in Rhinelander, but just to our north, places in Vilas County have over a foot on the ground. We're going to take that away, though, as we have warmer temperatures on the way for us this week. Not today, though. Highs pretty much near average in the low to mid 30s. We're back now in the 20s in Rhinelander, also for Medford and for Merrill. Still 31, though, in Wausau. These will fall back to about 20 for low temperatures tonight. But we're building a little bit of heat, and now heat for November standards across the Midwest. Look at Des Moines at 47, North Platte's at 43. That is the air coming our direction. So we're in pretty good shape now for a warm-up on the way for us. It's going to last into the weekend. In fact, we could go for 40 tomorrow and also for Thursday and for Friday and possibly even some mid-40s in the forecast for us over the weekend. That looks like this on paper. 42 tomorrow, 45 though for Saturday. It looks like a sneaky cold front is going to come through on Saturday evening though and drop us back to reality on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. But overall though, we kind of flipped the script, right? Last week, well below average. This week will be above average. That will linger into the weekend and beyond. Okay, so for all you traveling, there's no big systems in our forecast anytime soon. In fact, much of the country is quiet. So traveling tonight, traveling tomorrow, traveling on Thursday, no weather obstacles in your way unless you're traveling well out west, and weather across the Pacific Northwest will slow them down. For us, though, we had a couple flurries this morning. That was not a big deal at all. That is now gone, pushed into parts of Michigan from a little disturbance right there. We're in drying out and clearing out mode for us. And in fact, the chance I had for snow or light snow rain mix in the forecast for Thursday is now out, as we are going to be in a dry pattern now. Look at much of the country. This is not like mid-November, right? As we have nothing going on except over here, Pacific Northwest. That's our next system, but it's going to be several days away. All right, Futurecast shows fog tonight. So the wind's going to go calm. If there's a snowpack in place where you are, you're likely to get fog as temperatures drop to the dew point, and we'll have some heavy, dense fog by tomorrow morning. Our forecast then tonight, though, is partly cloudy skies. Dense fog is likely after midnight into tomorrow morning. It'll lift with the sunrise tomorrow, with low temperatures hanging out near 20, most of us upper teens. For tomorrow, okay, here we go. It's Wednesday already. Lots of sunshine, early morning fog, followed by sunshine. Look at, I went with 42 tomorrow for a high. That's not normal, right? With that southwest breeze around 5 miles per hour. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress shows we're in good shape here. If you like 40-degree temperatures, we're talking highs near 40 on Thursday, into Friday, into Saturday. A bit cooler for us on Sunday. What you don't see is a chance for rain or snow anytime soon. Jessica.
Thank you, Jeff. Dr. Anthony Fauci held his final briefing at the White House podium today ahead of his retirement next month. Dr. Fauci, the chief medical advisor to the White House and the director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, became a household name during the early stages of the COVID-19 pandemic. During his final appearance, Dr. Fauci discussed the importance of getting an updated COVID-19 vaccine, and he also discussed what he wants to be most remembered for in his long career that spanned 54 years at the NIH and 38 years as the director of the NIAID. The U.S. Supreme Court has cleared the way for the IRS to release former President Trump's tax returns to a Democratic-led House committee. The move is a major loss for Trump, who has sought to shield the release of his tax returns for years and is currently under multiple investigations. Trump's legal team turned to the U.S. Supreme Court, which includes 3 of his nominees, after he lost at a lower court level. House Ways and Means Committee Chairman Richard Neal first sought the tax returns from the IRS in 2019. The case moved slowly until 2021, when the Justice Department changed its legal posture and concluded the IRS was obligated to comply with the request. A Trump-appointed judge ruled in the House's favor late last year. While the holiday season's just around the corner, locals will start seeing bell ringers at stores throughout the community. Tom Juro is in charge of the Rhinelander unit and has rung bells for 30 years. Local chapters of the Salvation Army are looking for helpers to sign up. It's a chance for many locals to raise money for the cause.
It warms your heart to talk to people and talk about Christmas past, Christmas future. I always talk to the veterans because the veterans have been helped by Salvation Army also.
Juro says it's not just those who've served. There are many people who have bounced back from a tough time and returned to help out, either by giving their time or donations.
It's really heartening to hear those stories. I call them stories from the bucket, of people that have been helped and then come back to contribute. It's really quite nice.
You can use this barcode to sign up, or you can visit their website at registertoring.com. Shifts last 90 minutes and run from 10 a.m. till 5:30 p.m. The money raised will go towards helping locals in need during this holiday season. Food is essential to Thanksgiving, and Wisconsin farmers are a big reason we can celebrate. Coming up, we'll tell you why Wisconsin's so important to the holiday.
At Mole Lake Casino and Lodge, you'll experience gaming like a king.
Thank you very much.
Start earning entries now to the 9 days of deer season for your chance to win a hunting rifle. Mole Lake Casino and Lodge, where everyone games like a king.
Protecting the people and businesses in our community is our highest priority. Our combined 126 years of history connects you to some of the best carriers in the business, like Auto Owners Insurance. Together, Klinner and Meyer Insurance bring even more expertise and more ways to protect you, all with the same unwavering support and a single commitment, protecting what matters most in your world. Together, we are Klinner Insurance. Your world protected.
This holiday season, Ford wants to help you shine bright. So, this Black Friday, choose a vehicle in stock or simply place a custom order. Lock in your rate and you're protected, even if rates go up before your order comes in. Plus, thousands of vehicles are arriving daily, just in time for the holidays. This season, choose Flex Buy on a 2022 Escape or Edge SUV and get 0% financing for 66 months at your local Ford dealer and shine bright.
Here's to the holidays. Here's to the casserole queens and Santas who saute. To the turkeys brined in beer and, well, just beer. To the ones who do the most and the ones who do the least. To the classic traditions and whatever you call this one. This year, no matter how you holiday, Festival has you covered. Festival Foods, a Wisconsin tradition since 1946.
Chevy Silverado. It's got the power you want and the capability you need to do the job, so you can get to the important work. Find new moments, find new roads. Get a $500 cash allowance on all 2022 Silverado pickups with a 2.7-liter engine. Plus, current Chevy owners can get an additional $2,500 cash allowance. Plus, unlock your code to claim $500 Chevy Cyber Cash.
At Mole Lake Casino and Lodge, you'll experience gaming like a king.
Thank you very much.
Start earning entries now to the 9 days of deer season for your chance to win a hunting rifle. Mole Lake Casino and Lodge, where everyone games like a king.
Brought to you by Lockview Desert Health Center, Eagle River, and Waters Meat.
Thanksgiving's 2 days away, and Wisconsinites can thank their home state for the food you'll have on your table. Many of the iconic foods known as Thanksgiving staples are actually farmed right here in Wisconsin. Wisconsin is the nation's #1 producer of cranberries, green beans, and obviously cheese, but the state also produces large amounts of sweet corn and potatoes. So when you're thinking about what you are thankful for this Thanksgiving, remember to be thankful for your state and the many wonderful farmers who live here. Students from Tomahawk Elementary were treated to an utterly absurd presentation today. The school's principal made a promise that if students raised enough money, he would kiss a cow. Newswatch 12's Matt Weaver caught up with the principal to ask him about the bet that he made.
Here at Tomahawk Elementary School, the students are filing in. The cows are just about to come through. They're going to be having an interesting occurrence here at the high school. I'm here with Principal Guy Steckbauer. Tell me what's going on here today.
Well, our students were given a challenge. If they raised a certain amount of money for the honor flight, I would kiss a cow. So they raised the money. And along with that challenge, if I kiss the cow, then whatever grade level won the challenge, those teachers would also kiss the cow. So the kids are extremely excited about it today.
Yeah, what's kind of the word around campus been today?
I get a lot of chants as far as kiss the cow, kiss the cow. So I've been hearing that constantly for the last 2 days.
So yeah, I mean, there's 6 of you doing this, so is it a little peck, or how are you guys going to do this?
Well, I don't know. We've had quite a bit of discussion about it, so I'm not sure who's going first, so I guess we'll see who sets the tone for this event.
Awesome. Well, that's all we have for you here today. We'll have the full story tomorrow, but reporting for Newswatch 12 in Tomahawk, Matt Weaver for Newswatch 12.
For adventure, for climbing, for splashing, for towing, for premium, for capable. The GMC AT4 lineup, premium and capable. That's professional grade from GMC. Or get 3.9% APR financing for 72 months and no monthly payments until 2023 on select Sierra light-duty models.
Black Friday deals all month long during our huge Thanksgiving sale at Slumberland Furniture. Incredible prices, plus get 30% off on top of that store-wide. Come find your new sofa, sectional, or Lazy Boy recliner on sale. And we're still offering no interest for 3 years. 30% off and Black Friday deals all month long? Yes. And don't forget, mattress shopping is easy, fast, and comfortable. Come see our difference and get a great sale on a mattress today at Slumberland Furniture.
Ever dream of a charming toy store with unique toys, games, and puzzles? A store that encourages unplugged and active play, discovery, and imagination. It's real, it's Imaginuity. Visit our beautiful new store in Minocqua soon.
Don't miss your last chance to save with Cellcom's 5 weeks of Black Friday deals. November 21st through the 30th, save big on a large selection of smartphones for just 5 cents a month. Or save $200 on Cellcom's entire lineup of smartphones. Plus, buy one, get one free on all smartwatches, tablets, and connected cameras. Mix and match to get something for everyone on your list. Restrictions apply. Visit Cellcom.com/Black Friday deals for more details. That's Cellcom.com/Black Friday deals.
Nothing that kid is telling me is true. Call Child Protective Services.
Can we talk?
Don't do this.
Dad, you help us, you lie! If you don't let us in there, your sister is going to die!
This Thanksgiving, NBC and Peacock are serving up something for everyone. The Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, the National Dog Show, and the Patriots-Vikings Nightcap. Touchdown! It's all Thanksgiving Day on NBC and Peacock.
Hi, I'm Katie from Featherstone Cabinetry and Design. When I want my local forecast for Minocqua, I go to WJFW.com and check my hometown weather.
Your hometown weather, available 24/7 at WJFW.com.
Bruce Orthodontics, changing lives one smile at a time. Rhinelander, Minocqua, Eagle River, Phillips, and the greater Northwoods area. Treating patients of all ages.
Jeff, I'm enjoying this weather. I don't like this
This is
super
like
cold
Joplin,
weather.
Missouri weather.
Yeah.
It's in the 40s and cloudy. I get it. But we want some really cold stuff to freeze the trails, to get people out on the trails. It'll be good, right? And it's coming, but not this week as we have warmer temperatures on the way. There's 0 outside in the weather deck. We're going to melt that snow as it's been warmer today, above freezing slightly. So we melted a bit of snow. So whatever was wet today is now refreezing. So that'll make for a few slippery spots tonight. But overall, though, temperatures hang out in the 20s now. We'll have lows down near 20 or in the upper teens. Lots of dry air moving in, so I had a chance for some rain and snow showers in the forecast for Thursday. I took those out today. I think it's going to be dry now, as there's just nothing going on to the west of us. There is a system way over there near Portland and Seattle. That's bringing them some rain and wind, but that'll likely track to our north. So we're in a pretty quiet weather pattern, which, you know, for late November in Wisconsin is not really the normal weather pattern around here. We'll pay for it, though, at some point, just not in the 7-day forecast yet. Thanksgiving looks fantastic. Outdoor football games, backyard games look really good. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we could do 45 with some sunshine on Saturday. That's going to feel really nice for you outside.
It'll definitely be nice for all those travelers.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you, Jeff. That's all the time we have. We'll see you back here at 10.
Mr. Food Test Kitchen is brought to you by Golden Carrot Jewelers and Creative Kitchen and Bath Studio.
When it comes to Thanksgiving, there are certain must-haves. Of course, you gotta have turkey. As for the sides, no traditional Thanksgiving Day feast is complete without mashed potatoes and some sort of stuffing. So today, we're focusing on a